In this video, we have to learn about laser diode and light dependent resistors. We are calling it as LDR. Laser diode. Laser diode is the semiconductor device which is used to convert electrical energy into light signal, that is optical signal. And it is the acronym for light amplification for stimulated emission of radiation. Regarding the characteristics of laser, the graph drawn between light output and input current gives the characteristics of laser. The laser will produce low light output with respect to input current till the threshold level. Once the threshold level is reached, the light output increases for even a small increase in current. From the characteristic curve, we can easily identify that the input current increases beyond certain limit, then light output increase to a large extent. Regarding the symbol, we find that it is similar to a diode or it resembles like an LED by having an arrow mark, but we find that the arrow marks are not like a straight line in LED, they are like a waveform. So the wave-like method that indicates that it emits high frequency signals. Next we will see the mechanism of light emission or how the light is emitted from this type of devices. Three important processes we have to consider here are absorption, spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. The basic mechanism for the lasing to occur is the population inversion. This is achieved when the electron absorbs energy from the applied potential and move from ground state to the upper state by the process called as absorption. The electron excited in the upper state will move to the ground state by spontaneous emission followed by a stimulated emission. The emitted photons in turn will produce huge number of photons by the process called avalanche multiplications, which result in the emission of light of high intensity. Now all these processes are well explained in the diagram shown. Here we find that the electrons here they absorb energy and they are moving from lower energy to higher level energy level, and the electrons they are reaching the higher level are returned back to the lower energy level, and automatically some electrons are, that is the photonic energy is emitted, what we are calling it as spontaneous emission, and while they are returning back they will absorb or they will make some impact with other electrons, and because of that stimulated emission or the photonic energy is created. Next we will see the construction and operations. Construction. The laser consists of a PN junction which is formed by the P-type gallium arsenide and N-type gallium arsenide material. The depletion region will be formed between the two regions which act as the active region. The opposite end of the junction consists of the partially and fully reflective mirrors as shown in the diagram. The light which emits as photon will be reflected back and forth between these mirror surfaces. And next we will see the operations. The PN junction is forward biased by means of absorption followed by the emission or light radiation. Photons will be emitted as we already explained. These photons will be reflected back and forth between the two faces of the mirror. During this process, the emitted photon will in turn produce multiple photons, and hence avalanche effect will take place, which leads to the release of generated photon of same phase from the transparent side. Hence the emitted laser light will be of the same frequency and phase. And from the diagram we can find that this PN junction, that is why we are calling it as a diode, and we have space through which the light is emitted, and like other diodes we have to forward bias it. This diagram will show that a forward bias, and we find that a large number of photons or photonic energy is emitted due to the avalanche multiplication process. Based upon the construction, we have two types of laser are available. Commonly, the two types of laser diodes are called as homojunction laser and heterojunction laser. They are having some difference between the construction point of view. And in a homojunction laser, the semiconductor laser formed by the layer of similar semiconductor material of equal band gap energy but different levels of doping. Now here the construction diagram we can find that here p-type and n-type material, they are made up of semiconductor material of equal band gap energy, and the emitted light, they are all coming along this direction, and they have a coherent radiation because of the construction arrangement. The laser light is coming coherently along these directions. The other type of laser construction, that is heterojunction laser. Here the heterojunction laser is formed by layers of dissimilar semiconductor material of different band gap energy. The commonly used heterojunction laser will be double heterojunction structure formed by sandwiching gallium arsenide between aluminum gallium arsenide material. Optical confinement is better in this laser compared to the homojunction laser, and it is preferred for continuous operation. And as explained here, we find that a single gallium arsenide layer is better between the two aluminum gallium arsenide layers, and the coherent radiation will come out of this surface. Next we will see the light dependent resistor. Normally we are calling it as LDR. It is not a diode, so it has no PN junction. Light dependent resistors are also known as photoresistor or photoconductive cell or photocell. It is the two-terminal semiconductor device. These are light controlled variable resistor in which the resistance of the photoresistor decreases with the incident light intensity. Hence, it exhibits photoconductivity property. LDR consists of a thin layer of semiconductor material which is made of either cadmium sulfide, cadmium selenide, or lead sulfide. So here we find that these are all the compound material. They are not made up of silicon or germanium material. In this type of special purpose devices, normally we are using compound materials. The coating of this material is made over the top of the surface. Then this structure is placed over a ceramic substrate. Two metal electrodes are kept out and they are connected to a positive and negative terminal of the power supply or battery. The symbol and structure of LDR are shown in the figure, and here we find that since it is a light dependent resistor, the symbol itself indicates that it is a resistor which depends upon the light. Next we will see the operation of light dependent resistors. When the light is allowed to pass through the glass window over the LDR, it exhibits photoconductivity. When no light falls on the cell, the resistance of the device is very high, hence the current is very low. When light falls on the cell, the resistance of the device will decrease, hence the current increases with respect to the light intensity. Therefore, the value of the current will be controlled by the light falling on the LDR. The value of resistance will get changes depending upon the light intensity. So therefore, the current flowing through the circuit also depends upon the resistor, and in turn it depends upon the intensity of light falling on it. And if you look into the characteristic curve, then we can easily find that the resistivity resistivity of the device decreases with increase of illumination. For the illumination of 10,000 lux, the resistivity will be around 0. Here we find that the resistivity will be around nearly equal to 0 for very high intensities of light. For no illumination or illumination in the range of 0.1 flux, the resistivity will be around 10 kilo ohm. That is, we find that here a very large value of resistance for no light falling on it. Spectral response and applications of LDR. And the spectral response of the LDR shows that the responsivity of the cadmium selenide is superior for short wavelength, and cadmium selenide shows superior results for a longer wavelength. So if we look into the spectral response, we find that the cadmium sulfide for low range of wavelength and cadmium selenide shows a better response for high range of frequency. This is depending upon the requirement, we have to select the respective material so that it can able to give or respond effectively. And LDR is used as photo switch and photoelectric control element for industrial control and counting systems, auto flash in cameras, or they can use it as street light triggering circuits.